let's move
and
on.
relationship you're afraid of can break at all.
I agree with that.
Obviously, you're going to break at one time. Okay, we're going to take this back to back. We're not going to get so much reaction because our topic is really taking a lot of our time, and we actually started late. So we want to watch where a woman, a bride, refused to kneel to feed her husband at her wedding, and right after that, we watch where a man was filmed eating swallow and soup in church. I brought this one because of Apostle. So let's quickly watch back to back, please. Whoever is in the control chair, please just play back to back. Right after the bride who refused to kneel, please play next the man who was filmed eating swallow and soup in church during service. We'll be right back.
Don't laugh.
How many times will they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you?
Welcome back. Very quickly, can we react to the two videos? I'm just going to tell you what happened, or probably what might have happened in the second video. The first video is a bride refusing to kneel to the husband. The usual way now, you kneel to your husband to feed, and some MCs, some hosts will tell you, no, kneel down, show him the way you do it in the house. We all know they don't do it at home. It's just for the display. But she refused that. No, she was not going to kneel with her wedding dress to feed the cake to her husband. And the other video we watched is the man who said he was hungry, probably went outside the church to buy food and he was in it, and you can even see him looking at the guy videoing, like, why are you videoing him? But you know, he just has to eat. Maybe he's very hungry. Yeah, I don't understand. But I want to let me start with Apostle this time around very quickly in just 1 minute, not because we have a very strong topic we have to talk about.
The lady that refused to lay down according to the instruction.
Yes.
You know, the kneeling down to feed the husband is a sign. I think the MC or everybody that witnessed the wedding want to see how respectful the woman is to the man. They just want to feel it. And I know sometimes some women do it, but they don't practice at all. They just want to do it to satisfy the eyes of the people. And to this lady now, if we want to judge her generally, we may say she did wrong, but nobody knows what is in her mind. And I didn't see the reaction of the man. Nobody knows whether if it is what the way they have agreed, because before they come to this level, they have been working together as a couple. They have been in a relationship. So if the lady is not doing it inside and they are forcing her to do it now, to me, I'm feeling that the lady may say, since I'm not doing it, my husband doesn't even matter. I don't want to do something to impress the people that are here. You understand me? But in the other way around, she's not wise enough. She's not wise enough. She would have obeyed. Maybe she know her agreement with her husband, how they do it at home. But as far as the MC have said it and she have given that instruction, she would have done it. It doesn't remove anything from her. For the sake that the MC or whoever that is in charge said this is the way you are going to do it. It doesn't remove anything from her. Then coming to the issue of the young man that the service
was eating in church
on, and he went out to go and buy. We don't know what happened from home actually.
He might have brought it from home, I don't know.
From home, or he bought the food, but anyhow, we know he's hungry. But the way he brought it in the public, service is going on at the city. I didn't really see that he have respect for himself. Number one, he didn't have respect for himself at all, and he didn't even have respect for the people that are around him, because he's not the only one hungry. So if he's desperate of eating, why don't he carry the food, go to the other one corner there? They must have offices where he can go and enjoy himself. Nobody's saying don't.
Maybe he doesn't want to miss the sermon.
He's not hearing now. The sermon is not part of it. If you see the way he's hammering the food, enjoying it, he's not even hearing.
That is swallow. Most men like swallow. Like they can't just do it without it. What's your reaction to the two videos quickly?
I agree with Apostle. The first thing I want to say is wisdom is profitable to direct. If it's not every culture that believes in the Southwest, so to say, lay more emphasis on greetings even when it's not from your heart, even if it is high service. Some cultures don't see it that way. In fact, the level of respect they have for you does not have to be how much they prostrate or how they kneel down. But the truth is that there's also something we call optics. What I would have, if the two of them have talked about it, it would have been more romantic if the lady chose to sit on the guy's lap to feed him. She still didn't kneel down, but it still looked very romantic and showing love and respect for the husband. Would she always do that at home? No. But does that make it look like the two of them love each other? Yes. Was she pretending? No. In fact, what wants that she does not like kneeling down because she won't do that at home. But that does not mean she can't be romantic with her husband. That's my solution to that. The other guy that was eating in church, in all fairness, we now have a generation, especially it became more abysmal after COVID, that have a lack disdain for God. With no apologies, I understand that you can be very hungry, but there are ways to do everything. There are ways to do everything and anything. If I were in his shoes, you can step out to eat.
He's going to miss the sermon.
He wasn't listening to the sermon either. There's no way. Then you also have to look at it from the point of fact that place, except and most times when they can eat within the church premises, the altar part is not in use. That's what they do. They want to use it for probably the altar part. But somebody is preaching from see, there's a way there's the need to reference God within that premises. There's a need to. If we're not careful, you will not find that it will now graduate from just eating to watching porn on your phone. And
a lot of people doing that in church already.
And they say because church gives free Wi-Fi, you will start doing. So before we not begin to say, oh, it's going out of hand, let's draw a line now. When you're in church to worship God, if your heart does not align, then just go home.
Don't do what you are expected to do. Anyway, let me just be a bit biased from both of you, because both of you are on the same plane. So let me go the other way around. Let me act like a Gen Z.
I understand.
Even though it's quite wrong, I don't agree with it. Now let's take it from the side of the woman. If she feels she doesn't want to kneel, let her not kneel. And plus, who brought out this idea of when you at your wedding, kneel to show respect to your husband because you want to feed him? I don't know. There are a lot of things we've collected from a lot of people, from a lot of from different things, and we just put it like a lot of people ask, why do we have this in weddings? Why do we have that? Who started this thing? Who drew it? Who put the margin that this is how the standard must be? So I feel that even the cake, brought out that you must feed your husband cake so that the world will see how you feed your husband. I'm just asking. So whoever did that, so that's why for me I don't see anything wrong with her not wanting to do it. Maybe the refusal, making it public, was a bit bad, but sharing of cake, feeding of cake, I don't see the necessity of why you even have to show people what you want to be doing behind your closed doors.
All the people together.
And she wants to celebrate her wedding, but you don't tell her what to do. It's her day.
Entertainment.
No, you don't tell me how to entertain. It's my day. You do what I want you to do. It's my wedding. It's what I want. If I want somebody to play the keyboard, all true. If you don't like it, you walk out of the wedding. I'm speaking like a Gen Z now. I'm representing you guys, right? Okay, for the other guy's side, he's very hungry, but it's wrong. When you're in church, I can't even say that one. When you're in church, be in church. If you know you don't want to be in church, stay outside the church and eat. Because very soon, I hope they will not bring pots and bring stove and gas and go to the altar, wash their hands and start cooking. So I will not.
And this is one of the things that make people, if some children may be there, they may insult this man.
Yeah,
to correct
yeah.
him, the usher, trying to correct him may lead to insult, and before you know, they will say they don't have respect. Now this kind of man is behave like this in the public. Tell me how he behaves at home, and tell me how he will earn that respect that he actually need from the wife. You can just imagine how he behaves. The way he have disgraced the wife, disgraced the children, disgraced himself. Now this charity begins at home. True. Yeah. Look at this kind of man. Now see him in his house.
Okay, let me to just wrap up this fact. I love what Apostle said, but I totally agree. But I want to go the other route. See, sometimes when we see display of people, that does not mean that is their entirety. It's a wrong reason. Somebody could make a mistake, because somebody could make a very bad mistake that the public start judging. But for me, I don't think that will affect his home. He might even be a good man at home. It's just unfortunate that this happened and it's outside and people are saying it's bad and they're filming him. Our home is a very respectable man. He's a very responsible person based on his character. No, that's what I said. I don't agree with what he did. It's totally wrong, very wrong. But at the same time, I think people should just learn to, when you're in church, be in church. If you're at work, be at work. If you're not supposed to eat and work, don't eat and work. If you have a canteen, eat at your. You have to respect all protocols and respect the church buildings. They will definitely not do that. They will definitely not do that.